Hey there, Chad here. Thanks for joining me. Let's play some NewsTower. This is the Sounding Rocket. It is December of 1933, and this is going to be our final month of run in this particular playthrough. I'm going to take what I have learned and try to do better next time, and we'll see what that looks like. We might see how long it's going to be for the changes that were kind of expected to be coming along. I might wait until, if we're talking a few weeks before the next major release of NewsTower, might be willing to wait and see what we can pick up in the new version. But in the meantime, we'll go ahead and I'll plan on starting something with what I have, and we'll just see how it goes. Okay, I think we're all set there. We need to look at some ads, part that I'm always really, really bad at. We have an illustration and a photograph for ads. That's interesting, which means I should be able to do two of them because Dolores, there we go. Might as well look at this. That needs Dolores as well, so we're okay there, and let's start moving. This tower has gone pretty well. I'm pretty pleased with it, but there are always things that I learn when I play through a game and kind of get to that point where it feels like the mistakes have added up to where I could have done a lot better, and that's kind of what I'm looking at. I kind of want to see what, if anything, I can do that would make things more interesting next time. Here's one that I've been talking about. That is getting to some of these desks for like sports. I have not done that yet. So I'm going to go ahead and do that here real quick and just kind of see functionally how it works. And I'll share that with you as we get there, and there it is. So we have a baseball results desk. That'll create stories on sports is my understanding, and I think I just paused. Yes, I did. Let's come back over here, get these advancing. Thank you, Lois. Did it not pick up? Am I able to do... Oh, I'm missing... Okay, I guess I have to wait. Oh, there we go. I had to pay for that. All right. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. Yeah, this required influence. Paying 3 influence unlocked it. So now I can work on the second half of this one at the same time. And it has 6 influence points. That's nice. That'll be a good story to get. Crime in the Chicago area, or is it Detroit? Couldn't quite read it. It went a little too fast for my old eyes, but there we go. One more try. Detroit. Yeah, okay. So that's in the works now, and then I wanted to see about adding this desk. That's going to be reporting. Sports desk, 1,500, and it is a unique desk. You only get one of them. Guess I have to drag it out here. Oh, goody. Let's put him... Well, I mean, he's technically a reporter. We'd probably want to put him with reporters, but I don't have the space for that, so we're going to put him here. And then I guess it'll have to be a sports reporter is what it comes down to. And that's going to be... We're going to hire Lois for this. Another Lois. There we go. So they should be turning out every several days, it looks like. They'll turn out some stories. I guess that's what that's telling us. And then it looks like they can have some accessories to speed things up, which we would expect. Oh, I put it exactly where it couldn't go for those things to fit. So let's do that. Okay. What's that do to their... Now they can do it in 4 days. Outstanding. We are out of food. Don't have auto order of food yet. Want to get that going. Okay. What other comfort items did we add? Birdcage, haven't used yet. 5-cent apples. I wasn't quite sure how this worked. I think you set it on somebody's desk. It like takes up a slot on a desk, but then people can eat apples from there. All right. Some entertainment news coming. Stories left and right now. Empire Airlines. That ad's ready to advance, so we can do that. There we go. Dolores's ad is ready to advance. This story, okay. Oh, that's going to have, it's biased. So we want to enable the editor on that to get rid of the tag. So I keep forgetting about this. This is why my stories haven't been going to the editors, is I don't check the box. And a friend of mine pointed that out to me, that that's probably what I've been missing. And of course, I didn't think about it. So Lois is working on baseball results. It will pause that work. Nope, we're going to use somebody else. Put them here. And so, yeah, that when you get a negative tag, you can get rid of it with the editor. But I didn't realize, I guess I thought it was an automatic process. I don't know. That's what I'm going to go with. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm wondering if in previous release, like a year ago, if that was the case, where it just automatically did it, and now you can kind of pick and choose. Because sometimes you want to print lies, right? The mafia wants you to print lies or propaganda or something like that. So it makes sense that you would have that option. This is always interesting. It destroys a path. Okay. Interesting. Chris is got a chance of sloppy reporting. Well, let's see if it works with that too, honestly. I'm going to put Chris in here, and then we will enable the editor in case he does report sloppily. See, lesson learned. That's something that I'm going to remember in my next playthrough and use better, and we'll see what happens with it. Okay. Just going completely bonkers with all of these. I'm trying to decide what this means. I think if you complete this, this will go away. I think I want to try that, although I don't have anybody to do it. Oh, yes, I do. Here we go, Chris. So let's see what happens there. That one's curious to me. That's the one we were just looking at. Here we just have a simple choice. Unpopular article, but again, we might be able to manipulate that just a little bit with an editor. I'm giving them all sorts of things to do. Okay, there we go. Click to enable or disable the editor in the production chain. When enabled, the item will visit the editing desk before the rest of the production chain. All of the negative tags present will be removed. Note that enabling the editor will increase the duration of the production process. Yes, of course it does. That makes perfect sense. I just thought it was automatic. That's all, folks. We do not have a reporter ready for this one. We'll have to hold off on that for a minute. See what we got. Chris is almost done here. There we go. Yep. Okay, it just removed it. So it's effectively a choice is what it comes down to, I guess. I don't know. There's probably a reason you would want to pursue that in that way. I just don't know what it is. New story. Oh, goodness. They're just coming left and right. And we don't have a second reporter for this right now. So I am wondering how many reporters you think are a good fit. I like to start with 6. Well, I start with 3. After a couple of months, I go to up to 6, and then I kind of hung out there for a while, and maybe I needed to adjust that a little more quickly. I don't think the story has a prayer of finishing, but everybody's tied up. So are they all stuck? They're all stuck at the elevator again. Oh boy. This is all on me. I've been really bad about this. Okay. So let's... Yeah, that's going to be on me. I wasn't paying attention there. Well, again, lessons learned. As you learn those lessons, then, wow, everybody, the elevator was packed. Only a couple of people are able to get on at a time. Okay, well, at least they're starting to disseminate the information there, it looks like. But wow, we are almost to Saturday. Get Anthony out there. Nothing over here. Yeah, I am going to revisit that strategy on how I want to work that. I just thought once I had the elevator, it would zip so fast that everybody would be able to get to where they want to go. It looks like I'm going to want at least, I mean, maybe you need 2 elevators at some point, or you need to have your backup staircases, which I did eliminate almost entirely. Trying to eliminate sound problems in the tower is how we ended up there. A lot of my tower design had to do with the idea of trying to reduce the amount of sound that travels from printers and generators and that through the doors and whatnot. Solid walls block everything, but stairwells carry the sound, and that becomes a problem and can be difficult to manage. So again, lessons learned. No way she gets this ad done, I don't think, but at least I remembered to get started on it. That's new for me too. And it looks like we've got the lawsuits that were just dropped off are up there. This has always been concerning to me, how, considering they literally go up these stairs and walk over here to put it on a shelf, it surprises me how much time this takes. And I never put in the dumbwaiter, did I? I just realized that. My intent was to put in a dumbwaiter here and all the way up to there so the lawyer could use it, but that's okay. That'll come in the future and we'll see. These are working fairly well, and once I learned what I had done wrong, and now that I know that the editors were not a permanent part of the supply chain, that helps too. There's those lawsuits. I thought we had a couple coming. Yes, the dumbwaiter will work for the lawyer to get his lawsuits up, and the dumbwaiter carries 3 boxes at once, so that can save some time. He has a long trip, particularly when the elevator is completely clogged. So we will see what happens there. More stories. More and more and more stories. Okay, we'll send Annie out on this. And we will we're going to send Lucille out on this. Chris is still suffering a little bit. I'm assuming that this has to do with having gotten congested, and I'll own that. And it is almost time. Well, you know what? We are going to fast forward to the end of the day and then pause and put out our paper. What do we got here? Print at least one unveiling. Well, that's good. We have one. Is it ready? It is not ready. All right. Well, looks like that's going to get missed, but we have statistics, and that's good. So, and we have old news. That surprises me because I thought we printed everything last time. Nonetheless, what I would probably do is, I only have 1 gold tag. Yeah, the photographs got completely fouled up, didn't they? This was just a bad week. I did not pay attention to my elevator, too busy talking and trying to plan ahead at the same time, and that never works out well for me. So I'm thinking I might actually do that to get the 3 times on the influence points. That story looks kind of nice there. And what else can we grab? We have unrest, we have politics. Not seeing a lot of that, actually. Here we go. One of each of those. So there's a double match. Take it. We'll put in that statistics story. What else is that? Sports. Sports and defeat. Not seeing more sports. So let's go with, we'll go with an ad here. Next page, put in an illustration. People always like illustrations, right? There's investigative. We have more politics. We do not have a lot of stuff to print though, do we? Wow. Yeah, I really messed that up pretty bad this time. So there we go. And this is going to do it. That's all of our stories. Yeah, not a great week. Not a great week at all, but we got through it. End of 1933, moving into 1934. Malta loses home rule. 26 points in influence in news items alone. We did lock up that district. That was good. We needed the statistics for that one. And that happened. But yeah, we didn't make them happy. That's okay, although I don't like missing out on 10 points of influence. So, there we go. We earned $2,500. That's great. And moving forward, up to 3 ads. And 6,000 in wages. I'm going to be more generous with that in the future. There we have it. All right. Well, if we were going to continue, I'd probably take the mayor up on this, see if we could track down some of those. And I would probably pick a neighborhood that I could have a chance of locking up. Here's a couple. There's one that's probably not so bad. We'll give that one a shot. Well, this has been The Sounding Rocket, a newspaper in New York City. At 142 Main Street, I guess. I don't even know. I really appreciate you following me on this playthrough. We'll start up another one where we learn from our mistakes and try to do things a little bit better and incrementally get better at how this game has its outcomes. Do appreciate your time throughout this, and until next time, fair travels.